Czy masz odwagę powiedzieć żonom, że stałem tam, gdzie stało domo?
Welcome guys, and today we'll talk about the Newell Plus and NP-FZ100 batteries. But first of all, we need to talk about the batteries. Because in many cameras, there are different type of batteries. In a Sony camera, there are three most popular type of batteries: the NP-FZ100, NP-FW50, and NP-FZ100. But there were also some other types, like for example FM500, which was used for old DSLR cameras, but also for mirrorless cameras. But for old DSLR, like Sony A900 or for a Sony A99, these are DSLR with A mode. This is not mirrorless camera, this is DSLR, and they use FM500 batteries. This is very heavy cameras and heavy batteries. For a mirrorless, you can use this three type of batteries. And for example, NP-FZ1 is used for one of the vlog camera ZV1, which is a compact camera with a preset lens when you cannot change lens to other, but I use NP-FZ1. From my point of view, NP-FZ1 for a ZV1 is too small battery for this type of camera. But in the next version, in a ZV-E10, which is mirrorless vlog camera with interchangeable lens, so you can change the lens, but this is a camera with APS-C sensor, but you can use any E-mode lens from a mirrorless camera. There's NP-FW50 battery, NP-FW50. From this with the same capacity as NP-FZ1, about 1300 milliampere. From my point of view, it's too small capacity. It would be better to use FZ100 in ZV-E10, because this is a middle class vlog camera with APS-C sensor, and bigger battery will be better, but they use FW50. This NP-FW50 is also used in the old Sony A7 Mark I and Sony A7 Mark II. And in the bigger vlog camera, in the ZV-E1 with a full frame sensor, also we can change the lens there. There's NP-FZ100, and NP-FZ100 at that moment is the biggest and most popular battery in a big camera. And for example, it's used in A7 Mark III, A7 Mark IV, A7 Mark V, but also in Sony A9, Sony A1, and in a professional vlog camera ZV-E1. Sorry, but the numbers and letters is crazy. At that moment, I don't have any NP-FW50 at home. I use only NP-FZ100 for a mirrorless vlog camera, and NP-FZ1 for action cam. And because I use that mirrorless, I have one battery in the body and 6 additional spare batteries. So I have a special case for the 6 batteries. And when I bought a camera, I decided to buy Newell standard batteries, because I trust the Newell company, and I know that Newell makes the best batteries. The best third-party batteries are made by Newell. They are better than Duracell, better than Evergreen, better than any other company. They are even better than original Sony batteries, and they are cheaper. For example, the price for a Newell Plus and NP-FZ1 is about 30. So it's a different price. You can buy a BS1 battery with a Plus version, of course, for about €20. if you want to buy FW50 battery, you have to pay about 40 euros, and if you want to buy FZ100 battery, you will pay about 60 euros for a one battery. So the price of our NP-FZ100 is 3 times more expensive than BX1, but the capacity is only twice bigger, because the capacity of BX1 is about 1300 milliampere per hour. Capacity for FW50 is the same as BX1, 1300, and the capacity for FZ100 is twice bigger, so it's about 2300 milliampere per hour. But the battery is about twice bigger than FW50. So we have BX1, FW50, and FZ100. So it's bigger. And what's the difference between Newell standard FZ100, Newell Plus, and Newell Supercell? Difference between standard and Plus is about the capacity. This is about 15 to 20% bigger capacity in a Plus version, and better compatibility. Because in the Sony cameras, there's very often the situation, and it happens very often, that you can see the message on the screen that your battery is from a third-party company. It's not original. Your battery is not original, and it happens in Sony A7 Mark III. It happens in Sony ZV-1. It happens in the mirrorless camera. It happens in DSLR like Sony A99. A99 Mark I, A99 Mark II. It happens in the many mirrorless and DSLRs. The problem is that this is recognition that your battery is not original Sony. But batteries from a Newell company are better than original Sony batteries. So what's the problem? That the other company makes something better than the original. The thing is that when you see that message, you will lose the display of the percentage of a load, of how much charges your battery. You will see is it lower or higher, but exactly the percent number will not be displayed anymore when you use not original battery. It's only with original batteries you will see the percentage. And what's the best? When you use Sony, just from a test. So when you use Sony ZV-1 with a software version 1.03, the newer version of the software, and you will change battery from Newell Standard to a Newell Plus or to a Newell Supercell, you have no problem with that message anymore. The problem is only with the older version of batteries with a Newell Standard. So I've decided that I want to change my 6 batteries from a standard to a plus. And the thing is that it's about compatibility and capacity. Newell Plus is 20% higher, has 20% higher capacity than the Newell Standard, and has better compatibility with the chargers and cameras. So there's no problem with that message that your battery is not original, because with a Newell Plus, you will always see them information that your battery is original, even if it's not. And the difference between Newell Plus and Newell Supercell is that Newell Supercell works better in the high temperature and has a better is created to work in a mod hot environment, in a mod hot place, like in the south of Europe, south of the US, in Africa, Asia, Malaysia, and other places where it's very hot. If you travel once, twice a year, you don't have to think about it. To that place, you don't have to think about it. But if you live in this type of place, it's better to buy a Supercell battery than a Plus. There are steps: Newell Standard, Newell Plus, Newell Supercell. But if you only go for a holiday to this type of place, you can take Newell Plus. So from my point of view, when I compare price to features, to description, to specification, I think that for me Newell Plus is better than Newell Supercell. But if I compare Newell Plus to Newell Standard, because of that message, because of capacity, and it's a new version of controller in the side batteries. From my point of view, the Newell Plus at that moment is the best type of batteries for DSLRs and mirrorless camera, especially if you use NP-FZ100 battery, which are expensive and use them very often. And the camera is expensive and heavy, and so it's a better idea to use Newell Plus than the Newell Standard. And this is my recommendation for you. If you want to change a battery, if your old batteries in your camera are weak or used, or that doesn't work anymore as well as you want them, you should buy Newell Plus. This is just a few euros more than the Newell Standard, but the specification of a Newell Plus at that moment is the best of the best, and this is my recommendation that if you want new battery to your camera, take a Newell Plus. Take a Newell Plus and you will see. If you don't trust them, just buy one battery for a test and you will see that it's a good company. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you later.
Ty co kobiety chciałbyś zniewolić, pozbawić chciałbyś niewolnej woli. Rządzie biskupie, do was to mówię, wstydzi się was dziś kraj. Nie płaczcie siostry, ducha nie traćcie, uwierzcie w naszą wygraną w walce. Uwierzcie w to, że już niedługo piękniejszy będzie kraj.